What is the status of Bismillah in Surah Al-Fātiḥah? The Basmalah. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim is considered the first verse of Surah Al-Fātiḥah according to the narration of Hafs an Asim. Therefore, stating this recitation with Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen means leaving the first verse and beginning from the second verse. In Tajweed, the reciter should pay careful attention to reciting the Basmalah correctly by applying the proper articulation points, Makharij, and characteristics of the letters Sifat. For example, the letter Ba in Bismi should be pronounced clearly, and the letter Ra in Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim should be pronounced with tafkhim while avoiding rushing the recitation in a way that causes the vowel and sounds to be lost. The Basmalah carries a great meaning as it is the beginning of the recitation of the Qur'an with the remembrance of Allah's name, seeking His help, blessings and mercy. The letters seen in the word Bismi should be pronounced with the attribute of Safir, which is a light whistling or hissing sound that naturally comes out when pronouncing the letter Sinun, Sadun, Zayun. In Bismi, the letter Sin has Sukun, so the sound of Safir should be clear and noticeable without exaggeration. The reciter should allow the air to flow gently between the tongue and the teeth, pronouncing a clear S sound before moving to the letter after it, which is Mim. A common mistake is to weaken the Sin so that the Safir disappears, or to pronounce it with excessive force. The correct recitation requires balance. The sound should be clear, natural, and precise according to the rule of Tajweed. How should the letter Ra be handled in the words Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim? The letter Ra in Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim should be pronounced with tafkhim, which means giving the letter a heavy, full, and strong sound. The reciter should raise the back of the tongue slightly toward the upper palate to pronounce the heaviness of the Ra, while keeping the sound clear and balanced. The tafkhim of the Ra shouldn't be exaggerated. It must sound strong but natural without excessive vibration, rolling, or repeating of the tongue. The surrounding letters such as Ha and Mim should remain light and shouldn't be affected by the heaviness of the Ra. There are some common errors, such as making the Ra too light, tarqiq. Some reciters pronounce the Ra lightly because it is followed by a letter with kasra later in the word. This is incorrect. Like saying Ar-Rahmani. This is incorrect. It should be Ar-Ra with heaviness. Another common error, which is excessive rolling or shaking of the tongue. Some people exaggerate the vibration of the Ra, making it sound repeated. The correct pronunciation has a natural single vibration. Some say Ar-Rahman with repetition, and this is incorrect. The correct pronunciation has a natural single vibration. Ar-Rahman. Another common mistake is spreading the heaviness to neighboring letters. A common mistake is making the Ha or Mim sound heavy because of the heavy Ra. Each letter must keep its own correct characteristics. Also, another mistake is to make the ra weak or unclear articulation. The ra should be clear and strong. It shouldn't sound like faint or incomplete ra. Correct pronunciation, repeat slowly. الرحمن الرحيم الرحمن الرحيم. Focus on a clear, balanced, heavy ra, تفخيم الراء, while preserving the lightness of the other letters.